students, welcome back to the online classes. I hope you all are safe and sound at home. Today we are going to start with the same chapter, that is chapter 4, squares and square roots. Last time I have explained you the square of a number, perfect square, and how to find out the perfect square without doing any calculation. And I have explained you the first 5 properties of a square number. Today I am going to continue with the next property of square numbers, the sixth property. Let us see what is the sixth property of a square number. The difference of the square of two consecutive numbers is equal to the sum of the numbers, that is n plus 1 to the whole power 2 minus n square is equal to n square plus 2n plus 1 minus n square is equal to n plus 1 in one bracket plus n. Now, after seeing the property, the first thing arises is what is consecutive numbers or what are consecutive numbers. Suppose if I am taking a first number as 2, so what will be the consecutive of 2? Simply I am going to add 1 to that number. It will become 3. So the consecutive number of 2 is 3. So what are consecutive numbers? Numbers which follow each other in order without gap from smaller to larger. Over here from smaller to larger without any gap. If I have to find out the consecutive number of 3, so simply I am going to add 1 to the given number. So 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So I have got the consecutive of 3, that is 4. Now let us see the property over here, n plus 1 to the whole power 2 minus n square. From where I am getting this? I am going to explain this part with the help of an example. Over here I have assumed n as 1. This is the first number, and if I have to find out the consecutive of this number, what I will do? Simply I am going to add 1 to that number. It will become 6. So this is n and this is n plus 1, the consecutive of the given number. So now I am going to apply this formula over here according to the property or law. N plus 1 to the whole power 2 minus n square is equal to. Now I am going to break this part. As you all know the formula, a plus b to the whole power 2 is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. This is what is done over here. This is a plus b to the whole power 2 is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab minus n square. Now you can see that over here n is negative and over here n is positive. So easily I can cancel it. So what is left? 2n plus 1. Now 2n plus 1 can be written as n plus 1 in one bracket plus n. Now we have to prove that this is LHS and this is RHS. If LHS and RHS both are coming equal, then we can say that the difference of the square of two consecutive numbers is equal to the sum of the numbers. Now let us solve it. N plus 1 to the whole power 2. In place of n, if I am going to place 5, the value of n, so it will become 5 plus 1 to the whole power 2 minus 5 to the whole power 2. 5 plus 1 makes 6 to the whole power 2 minus 5 square means 25. 6 square means 36 minus 25. What is the answer? 11. Now when I come to the RHS part, n plus 1, what is the value of n? 5 plus 1 plus 5. 5 plus 1 makes 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. This shows that LHS and RHS are equal. I hope this is very much clear to everyone. Let us come to another property, that is property number 7. A perfect square leaves a remainder of 0 or 1 when divided by 3. Whenever we are going to divide a perfect square by 3, we are going to get remainder as 1 or 0. Let us see with the help of an example. 16 divided by 3. When I am going to divide 16 by 3, 3 5s are 15. The remainder is 1. This is the first case when I am getting a remainder as 1. Let us see another case. 36 divided by 3. So 3 12s are 36. Over here I am getting a remainder as 0. In both the cases, whenever a perfect square is being divided by 3, either you will get a remainder as 1 or you will get a remainder as 0. Let us come to another property, that is, between the squares of any two consecutive numbers n and n plus 1, there are two n numbers which are not squared. It means to say that if we are taking two consecutive numbers like 2 and 3, and if we are going to square both the numbers that lies between that square is equal to 2n, or directly you can find out the number of numbers placed between the squares of two numbers, and they are not square. Let us see with the help of an example. Over here I have taken n as 2. This is the first number. So the consecutive of 2 will be n plus 1. It will be 3. Now if I am going to square both the numbers, 2 to the power 2 means 4 and 3 to the power 2 means 9. So now I am going to find out the numbers between 4 and 9. How many numbers are there? 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 numbers. So if I have to check whether my answer is correct or not, simply I am going to multiply 2 by n. What is the value of n over here? 2. 2 2s are 4. How many numbers are there? 4. And they are not square. I hope it is clear to everyone.